I think when San Antonio looks, obviously in the fourth quarter, you're looking at these individual plays where he's finishing, he's shooting the ball underhand. You're like, how can a 6'1" guy shoot underhand and finish like that? Like definitely you're looking at that play. I think the Spurs are looking at this going, look, he took 32 shots to score 30 points. We'll live with that. We just got to score more than 95. And so I think they're looking at their end saying, you know what, like, obviously we don't want him going off 3-4 times in a row at the end of the game. Obviously we don't want to put him on the line. But I don't think the Spurs look at this as an unsolvable puzzle. He was a hero in this game, no doubt. But I think the Spurs are saying, let's score more than 95 points so we can withstand 32 on 30 shots.
Without a doubt, but they got to at least account for what the Knicks were doing defensively. It ain't easy to just get 100 points on the Knicks. They're going to play a team defense. They're all going to be on the string. They're going to go out here and they're going to be ferocious. On the other end, I look at it and say, hey, even though he was 13 for 32, I look at it and say, hey, man, like, if we're going to go out here and think about it, there's guys that can go a whole game and not play well, and then at the end, they ain't got nothing. But if you telling me that this boy can go out here, play not a great game, you know what I'm saying, get bumped up, everybody jumping on him, falling on him, he running in the screen.
Stepping on his ankle.
Sandwiches, yeah, all type of stuff going on. And then at the end, he can lock in and do that. Like, that's where the clutch player of the year comes in. That's where those things, like, whether you finish top 3 or not, we all know we can give the ball to Jalen Brunson at the end. And whether he got it going, doesn't got it going, he can get us across the finish.
Sometimes how much is not as important as win. And Jalen Brunson has mastered win.
Yeah,
we saw it again. We saw it in game 1.
Yeah, it's here.
He does have that, and there's a toughness about him that's underrated.
Yeah,
that's the underrated.
It goes to what Shump said about small guards. I mean, it's still the list is Steph Curry, and Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas first, particularly for the 3 of us on this set from Chicago who will ascribe that.
Oh, doesn't it feel good?
It's tough though, because I had to deal with Steph. So it's tough. It's tough to throw Steph.
You also watched growing up Isaiah. Jalen Brunson is putting himself in that conversation.
And his teammates believe in him at the end of the game. It's like, this is what happened, like, with, like, I remember the 76ers. They believed in AI. Mm-hmm. They believed in him. You know, they got to the end of the game, however they scrapped, and they just believed in him. Whatever the Knicks do, they believe in him to finish the game. And he's done it dozens of times, so why wouldn't they?
Do you think the Spurs have an answer for Brunson, especially in a late-game scenario like that?
I think part of the answer, if there is one, is you got to go at him. You got to go. I don't mean hunt him like he's some deficient. No, you have to go at Brunson just because you want to make him expend energy defensively so that in the fourth quarter he doesn't come in like Mariano Rivera. Tire him. Shump, tell me I'm crazy. I think you got to.
Not at all. You got to pick him up 94 feet. It's not going to seem like you're doing anything the whole game. It's not until the fourth quarter where he finally gets on the free throw line and misses a free throw. You're like, I got him. I think I got in on his focus. I got in. He shot. His last 2 shots are short. Now you know everything that you've been doing since the jump of the game. Now you know that it's paying off. But I would do that all.
You got to go at him. You got to go. I don't mean hunt him like he's some deficient. No. You have to go at Brunson just because you want to make him expend energy defensively so that in the fourth quarter he doesn't come in like Mariano Rivera. Tire him. Shump, tell me I'm crazy. I think you got to.
Not at all. You got to pick him up 94 feet. It's not going to seem like you're doing anything the whole game. It's not until the fourth quarter where he finally gets on the free throw line and misses a free throw. You're like, I got him. I think I got in on his focus. I got in. He shot. His last 2 shots are short. Now you know everything that you've been doing since the jump of the game. Now you know that it's paying off. But I would do that all the time where some people would gauge, oh, this guy's making shots. I'm not gauging whether he's making shots now. You're a professional. They're running plays for you. I'm coming off of 2-3 screens every possession. You get a little advantage. You better make that shot. By the end of the game.
Frustrate him, yeah.
Yeah, by the end of the game, when we really need a stop or two, we need that rebound, those shots will be short if you can get into the legs. But I just think that Jalen Brunson wasn't having it last game.
All right. We'll obviously talk much more about Game 2 here coming up. But welcome back to First Take. Jalen Brunson delivered once again in Game 1, scoring 13 of his 30 points in the fourth quarter as the Knicks erased a 14-point second-half deficit and stole the opener. Yet despite another signature playoff performance, Josh Hart believes Brunson still is not getting the recognition he deserves. Listen to Hart.
As a friend, you're happy he's getting, recognition. I think he's still underrated. in the league, and he keeps proving people wrong. Game by game, series by series. Playoff appearance by playoff appearance. As a friend and a teammate, it's funny because. He's one of the best players in the league, and you're happy that he's starting to get some recognition.
Amon Shumpert now joins us Sunset here in San Antonio. What do you think? You think Brunson is still underrated? Is Josh Hart right?
I think it's a two-part answer. I feel like two things could be true at once. He is, I guess, underrated, but that's because we're not used to seeing a small guard win at this rate, right? So anytime he has any deficiencies in his game or he doesn't shoot it well, we like to key in on it. But I can't say he's underrated around the league because you still got to put eyes on him. You still got to have a scheme for him. He's still going to do his thing and perform well. But I think it's just that height thing. We're thinking about the height. The only underrating you're doing with Jalen Brunson is saying he's small. He's a small guard. But when we look at this, he still has the clutch factor that's going to make sure that we're going to balance all of this out. Like, there's deficiencies. We're going to go to the other end. Yeah, y'all might be able to post up. Y'all might be able to do this, do that. But I can take you to the island, and I can drown you. So I don't think he's underrated. I think the league kind of knows we're taking notice, and he's taking names.
See, I was going to say, Shump is talking about the league, the inside perspective behind the curtain, what people think in the league. There's no question about what he just said.
Without.
The outside perception, he's still underrated. So, Shump, this morning we were talking about I have a vote, and I was trying to figure out, well, have I voted for Jalen Brunson first team All-NBA? I haven't.
Why?
I voted for him second. Well, because we value other stuff that we shouldn't value. So let me go against my own vote. Jalen Brunson's at least as valuable as Luka Doncic. At least. Because Jalen Brunson's not a great defender, but he doesn't take I don't give a damn about half the game approach.
He's a willing defender.
He's a willing defender.
Effort.
Shump, if I compare him to sort of like early Steph, right? Willing, but not.
The effort's there.
Effort's
it's just
there.
he might not be there,
Right.
but he won't let somebody just blow by him.
And Luka doesn't care about that side, but yet we value that. We value the 37 points a game, whatever it is. North Texas blew up because they got rid of Luka. No, nobody had that reaction when Jalen Brunson walked out of North Texas. They didn't. Dallas didn't know what they had. The Knicks, and I don't want to take any credit away from Worldwide West and Leon, because they got it done. They got him in there and got him locked up, and so they were able to build a team around. They built a team around him. The whole state of Texas didn't blow up when Jalen Brunson left.
You're right.
Because the outside perception, not what Shump's talking about, inside the game, he's rated properly. Exactly. Outside of it, there's still this perception, well, we got to wait till see. And winning a championship begins to knock all of that away. But there is no question that outside the game looking in, we all have underrated Jalen Brunson.
You agree, Wendy?
So let's look what his resume is. He was second team All-NBA this year.
Come on.
I mean, that's saying he's a top 10 player, right? Last year, he won Clutch Player of the Year. That's an acknowledgement by everybody that he is one of the best. This year, he didn't finish top 3, but he's been Clutch Player of the Year. He's been multiple-time All-Star, Shump, you're 6'7". If you were playing in this series for the Spurs, you would be assigned to him.
Without a doubt.
What is it? The challenge. There's so many guys who have been like, I'm the defender, I'm going to take him, all across the league, and no one stopped him yet.
Yeah, you can't foul. You got to keep your hand out of the cookie jar. If I had to prepare for him, I would prepare like I was preparing for James Harden. Keep your hand out the cookie jar, strong, stay in a good stance, always stay between him and the basket, and wait on the second and third shot fake. Like, just wait on it and understand that I'm taller. I think.
Why the comparison to James Harden, though? Why would you prepare the same for both of them?
Lefty, they play angles really well. You got to remember, James Harden, Houston James Harden, he get downhill. You know what I mean? Before that floater came, he go down there and he punched that thing. Jalen Brunson gets that same momentum. He plays those angles. He gets into your hips. Yeah. You have to sit in a stance and know he shows the ball. A lot of times he shows the ball to you. He does those spins. He keeps it right in front of your face. You got to fight the temptation and say, I'm not going to reach for a steal. I'm just going to stay solid. I'm not going to put my hand in the cookie jar and let him get one of these rocker moments right here because a lot like Manu Ginobili, he doesn't do this to get the foul. He's doing this and trying to get the and one. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson is a guy that goes for the attack. And when you have somebody going like that all the time, your job is to neutralize them. Say, hey, you're going to have to take a pull-up. You're going to have to do something over and over, and you're going to get tired of it.
So James Harden was an MVP, and when you guard him, he was in his prime.
Not a doubt.
And so that's the level that we're talking about with Jalen Brunson, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
So I understand why Josh Hart's saying that, and Josh Hart's always going to have his guys back. Obviously, if he gets a ring, we're talking about legacy, historic context. I think people in the league respect Jalen Brunson immensely, and the fact that like Shump's guarded some of the best players of the last 15 years.
I'll take his defensive scouting report
No
any
kidding.
day, any
No
time
kidding.
on anything. I'll take Shump's defensive scouting report, no doubt.
No, but it's like to look at it, there's a lot of similarities. The way they use ball screens, if you look at a lot of left-handed players, all of them kind of have similar DNA. They attack at a different angle because they're left-handed. They look for deficiencies with us because we're predominantly right-handed. We're going to contest with our right hand. They look for little things that they can do to get you in foul trouble. If they can't get you in foul trouble,